everyone, welcome back to Music and Munchies, and today I'm here with a very special public service announcement. Get your ass to pole class.
Get your ass to pole class. Get your ass to pole class.
Alright, all silliness aside, I am here to encourage you to give pole dancing a try if it's something that has interested you for a while and maybe you've been a little afraid to try it. I'm here to show you that it's an amazing thing to be involved in and get over your fears and get to pole class. I think that we make the unknown sometimes a bit scarier than it actually is. So I'm here to kind of show you what a pole class consists of, some things to expect, some things to help you prepare for it, what to bring, what not. So just to give you a little bit of knowledge about the pole world so that maybe you won't be as afraid to try it. One of the main reasons that people don't go to pole class is because of their beliefs that they are not strong enough, they're not young enough, they're not flexible enough to try pole. Maybe you've watched those YouTube videos of amazing professional dancers at competitions and you're like, I could never do that, that's crazy! But I'm here to tell you that you are never too old, never too weak, never too unflexible to try pole. It is a progressive sport, so when you go to a beginner class, they will start you at the very basics and you build your way up. Also, the pole world is not exclusive to women. If you are a man that's interested in pole dancing, which there are some really amazing and talented male dancers in the pole world, give it a try. So this is what your first class will kind of look like. You'll start with a really fun warm-up. Each studio kind of varies from that. Sometimes it's a little more sensual, sometimes it's like exercise, fitness based, but all of it works to get your blood flowing, get you in touch with your body, and just get you having fun and like loosen up a little bit. Then the first thing you're gonna learn is how to walk. Yes, how to walk. The key to a sexy, confident strut is a lot harder than you might think. There's a lot more into a sexy strut than you might think. Then you'll move on to learn your first spins. So you might learn the fireman, you might learn ballerina, and you'll also learn how to work with momentum. So after you learn a few basic, maybe 2 or 3 basic spins, you might put those into a short little dance routine, which is really, really fun. Alright, here are some things to bring to your first pole class. You want to make sure that you wear tight fit clothing. So something that you would wear to a hot yoga class. So like a tight fit tank top and tight fit yoga shorts or yoga pants. You're not going to be going upside down for a long time. You're not going to be up in the air in the beginning part, so you won't need to expose your legs as much. So you can wear yoga pants to your first class, but just make sure that you don't wear anything too baggy or loose fitting or flowy, because it's just not the best for pole. Because number one, you can't see your body, you can't see if you have proper alignment, if your technique is good. And number two, it kind of gets you out of touch with your body. And part of pole dancing is all about really getting in touch with your body and appreciating it and seeing it for the beauty that it is, cellulite, scars and all. And that's one of the most beautiful things about pole, is it's very body positive. So you learn to not become ashamed of your body, but to flaunt it and to see where your best angles are and to play around with your body. So if you have really super baggy clothing on and you're kind of hiding and afraid, it makes it a little harder to get in touch with your body. Another thing is you want to make sure that you don't wear any lotion or oil when you come to pole class, especially on your hands, arms, and legs, any part that comes into contact with the pole. You also might want to bring a towel if you tend to get really sweaty or if your hands get sweaty. If your hands get excessively sweaty and it's really hard for you to grip the pole, you can also purchase pole tack, which is various lotions that you can put on your hands. Some are specifically for sweaty hands, and you put it on your hands and it helps dry them out, and it helps you be able to grab the pole a little easier so you don't slip. I will link some pole tacks below if you are interested in that. So the environment of a pole class and in the pole community in general is one of the most amazing things that you will ever experience. I'm getting all teary-eyed because it's a really powerful community. So expect to be surrounded by extremely supportive, motivational, uplifting, positive people. You will be surrounded by women and men encouraging you and cheering you along when you try out a trick, and when you finally get it, the room will explode and be like, ah, in celebration of you getting a trick. There's no competition in a pole class, there's no jealousy, there's no body shaming or sex shaming, or there's no shame in general. It's all about exploring your body, exploring your sensuality and your sexuality, and creating a community. Because pole dancing can be a little bit of an intimate, vulnerable thing to do, the pole community likes to create a very positive and uplifting environment so that people feel comfortable to so that people feel comfortable to let their guards down and to try things. There's just so much negativity surrounding our bodies that pole dancing, it kind of flies in the face of all that negativity and says, you know what? I'm sexy and beautiful, and I'm strong, and I'm capable of literally holding myself up. And I'm surrounded by people that hold me up too. So I can't encourage you to get your ass in pole class enough. Just go do it. In all honesty, sometimes there is some negative backlash if you come out and talk about how you are a pole dancer and took a pole class. And I believe, and it's up to you how you want to handle that, but I believe that the more we share it, the more we normalize it, the easier it will be and the more accepted it will be. I have had mostly positive responses to it, but there have been a few negative ones, like getting fired from my job. But don't worry, that's a very rare instance, and my employers were just hypocritical pieces of crap. That's a story I could share with you in another video, but don't worry about that. Most people do not get that extreme of backlash. One last thing I would like to mention, because you can't talk about pole dance without talking about exotic dancers and strippers, and I have the utmost respect for strippers, and I believe that if you become a pole dancer, I would like to encourage you to not talk down about strippers and to not slut shame them, because our sport did come from the strip clubs, and we should pay respects to exotic dancers and the hardworking women that go into that job. And we shouldn't judge, because if we judge and we slut shame strippers, then we're just feeding into the same mindset that judges and slut shames us for pole dancing. So the more that we can become accepting and loving toward strippers, the more positive and open we can make this world, and the better world it will be. Pole dance officially got recognized as a sport, and it is well on its way to becoming an Olympic sport. It's just a matter of time at this point. There are competitions and conventions all over the world, so if you become addicted to this sport and you want to keep taking it up another level, the sky is the limit. Every year there's new tricks, new moves, new styles, and there's just so much to learn and so much room for growth. Alright, I think that about sums it up. I feel like I might have missed a few points, but if you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer your questions, anything that you might need to get your ass to pole class. So on that note, you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!